The Phoenix Dance. A cold wind sliced through Pearl Street as Phoenix Dance stood by the shoemaker's window, staring at a sign wedged between a pair of black and white satin shoes. The sign said, in crudely written letters, "Apprentice wanted, inquire within." As Phoenix's cloak and her patched brown skirt blew around her, a twinge of excitement shot from her feet to the crown of her head. She could not believe her eyes. The sign had not been there yesterday, or the day before, or the day before that. Nearly every day for the past 3 months, she had stood at this window, dreaming of being the shoemaker's apprentice. Phoenix gazed at the exquisite shoes with their rhinestones and ribbons and rosettes, then touched the scrolling blue lettering painted on the window that said, "Percy Snailkips, shoemaker to the royal household, by appointment to Her Majesty, Queen Xandora of the Royal House of Seabourn." Imagine making shoes for the Queen. Phoenix smiled and clapped her hands. Why shouldn't she be Percy Snailkip's new apprentice? A blur of movement rippled behind the glass. 2 people were coming out of the shop, probably to chase her away as usual. Before they could, Phoenix ran around the corner, down a side street, around another corner, and into the alley until she reached the rubbish can behind the shoemaker's shop. She took a deep breath and then lifted the lid off of the can. The smell of rotting turnips assaulted her nose. As Phoenix began picking through the garbage, bright treasures shone among the apple peels and soggy tea leaves. 6 brass beads, 2 crumpled peacock feathers, and a patch of glue-stained red velvet the size of her palm. Phoenix stuffed them into her cloak pocket. Her hands were cold, like the rest of her, on the island of Fenora, the capital of Arpegello, kingdom of Windward. The late winter month, the Zephyrus, was always cold and wet, with chill winds blowing in from the islands in the northern reach. Phoenix had just spied a snippet of tapestry ribbon, down deep, when a door creaked. "You!" a boy struck his blond head out of the shoemaker's back door. Phoenix knew she should run, but she wanted that bit of ribbon. "First, you go pressing your hands and your snotty nose against the shop window," the boy said. "Every day, without fail. Saw you there a minute ago, and I got to wash it off again, and here you are, snooping in the alley? How many times have I told you to keep clear of the shop? I'll set the guards on you, I swear I will." "Go ahead," Phoenix said, moving a jar in the rubbish can. "I'll see you rot in 5 Towers Prison," the boy exclaimed. "Cloud's thunder, what's all this racket?" And the shoemaker himself, Percy Snailkips, came to the door. "Why are you letting in all the cold wind, Alfred?" The shoemaker's brown leather apron bulged over his fat stomach. Beneath the apron he wore a red shirt and brown pants. The wind ruffled the tufts of hair that fringed the top of his bald head. Phoenix gazed at him with awe. Had his sausage-like fingers really fashioned the delicate, fanciful shoes in the shop window? "It's a snot-nosed beggar girl again," the boy said, picking through our trash. "I'm no beggar." Phoenix reached for the tapestry ribbon. "I'm just looking for little pretties. You don't want them. You threw them out. I'm not hurting anything." She seized the ribbon, which was a good 3 inches long, and backed away. Now she could run. "What do you want these scraps for?" The shoemaker scratched his head. "Making clothes for your dolly?" "No," Phoenix exclaimed. "I'm too old for dolls. I want them, same as you, sir, for shoemaking." He looked at her battered shoes with holes in the toes. "For my aunts," she explained. "They're street dancers. Best you'll see in Fenora, too. And they need pretty doodads for their dancing slippers." "I see," the shoemaker nodded. "So, Alfred, it seems we have a fellow shoemaker here, a person worthy of respect."